we learn about like the most boring parts of history when we're in school. I started reading stuff online where I'd find these articles about these crazy crimes that I'd never heard of before that I thought were fascinating. I'm Lindsay Valenti, and I do digital marketing for a printing company.
And I'm Madison Stengel, and I'm a project manager for a medical writing company.
So our podcast is the Yield Crime Podcast, and it is about crimes that took place pre-1900s. So we cover cases that are less well-known and a little bizarre, sometimes paranormal. And we try to do cases about women, because there are a lot of times history is like, women didn't exist. I do all the research and the writing for the episode. I handle the recording, the editing, make sure everything gets pushed onto our hosting platform, that our website gets updated, all the social media.
And I sometimes do ads.
And you show up.
And I show up. Sometimes late, but it's fine.
It happens.
No.
Being able to form these friendships with fellow podcasters and also some listeners that we engage with on a regular basis on social media is extremely rewarding to know that not only are people listening to and enjoying what we're producing, but that they like us as people.
Yeah.
Which is
That's kind of cool.
Kind of cool because we're just huge dorks. I think what people don't really realize about independent podcasts is that 9 times out of 10 you're paying for it yourself. You don't start out getting sponsorships like HelloFresh. You actually have to approach people and earn these sponsorships, and you have to have a certain listener base, or a certain amount of listeners. And for me, it's not necessarily about the money. It's about, I want people to continue to enjoy the content that we produce. Yes. I want people to be excited to listen, to continue to learn fun things about what we're doing. I want our listener base to grow, but not necessarily, I'm not expecting that we're going to get hundreds of thousands of listeners. That'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great if people could continue to share it with their friends, continue to be interested in what we're producing, and be interested in interacting with us and suggesting ideas for episodes and things like that. Because at the end of the day, we're just doing this for fun. It's a fun hobby, and
we both made a pact too, that as soon as it's not fun,
we won't do it anymore.
We're done.
And at the end of the day, I just love learning. I love learning about the things that we talk about on the show.
It is fun.
So I want to keep doing that as much as possible. And as cheesy as it sounds, another really rewarding thing is that we get to spend time with each other all the time.
Looking back on it, this podcast was really great for me because it kept me in a consistent loop with you, which I really needed. During the lockdown, I couldn't see our family, I couldn't see her, and so it was kind of a lifeline for me because I was able to see you every week when normally, I'd be over here every other weekend, or she'd be over at my house and we'd be hanging out, having dinner or doing something. We couldn't do that anymore, and at the time everyone was terrified, and we didn't know if you could touch someone and they die, or